Imagine planting a tree. Every morning, you water it, you check the soil, you make sure it gets sunlight. Then after 2 weeks, you dig it up. Not because it's dead, because it hasn't become a tree yet. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Yet that's exactly how millions of people treat their goals. They start going to the gym, then quit. They begin learning a language, then quit. They invest for a few months, then quit. They start a business, then quit. Not because they were failing, because they expected to see a tree while they were still growing roots. The biggest mistake most people make isn't starting, it's expecting visible results before invisible progress has had time to happen. Meet Mia. Mia decides this year is going to be different. She joins a gym, buys healthy food, downloads a habit tracker. For the first week, everything feels exciting. She never misses a workout. She tells her friends she's finally taking her health seriously. Every day she looks in the mirror, waiting to see a difference. Week 2 arrives, still no dramatic change. Week 3, nothing. By week 4, she starts asking herself a dangerous question. Is any of this even working? Here's something nobody tells you. The beginning of almost every worthwhile journey is invisible. When you learn a language, your brain is rewiring itself before you notice improvement. When you invest, compound growth is quietly building beneath the surface. When you exercise, your body is adapting long before the mirror reflects it. The most important changes happen where you can't see them. And that's exactly why so many people stop. They're measuring the wrong thing. There's a story often told about bamboo. For years after it's planted, very little appears above the ground. You water it, protect it, wait. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening. But underground, an enormous root system is spreading. Then one year, the bamboo suddenly shoots upward. People call it overnight success. It wasn't. It was years of invisible preparation finally becoming visible. Whether every detail of that story is literally true isn't the point. The lesson is, real growth often happens long before anyone can see it. Your brain loves feedback. Do something, get rewarded, repeat. That's how habits form. The problem is, many of life's greatest rewards are delayed. The gym doesn't reward today's workout. Investing doesn't reward today's contribution. Reading doesn't reward today's chapter. So your brain assumes nothing is happening. It mistakes delayed rewards for no rewards. Imagine two scoreboards. One measures effort, the other measures results. Most people only look at the second one, but successful people spend far more time watching the first, because effort is something you control. Results are often delayed. If Mia judges success only by the mirror, she'll probably quit. If she judges success by showing up 4 times this week, she keeps winning, and people who keep winning keep showing up. This is where everything changes. Instead of saying, I'm trying to get fit, Mia starts saying, I'm someone who doesn't miss workouts. The goal isn't six-pack abs. The goal is becoming the type of person who trains. Because outcomes eventually end, identity doesn't. You can lose weight, you can gain it back. But if you truly believe you're someone who looks after their health, you'll always return to those habits. Think about two people. One improves by just 1% every day. The other keeps restarting every month. After a year, the first person has traveled much further. Not because they worked harder, because they stayed in the game. Consistency quietly beats intensity almost every time. Most people don't quit because they're weak. They quit because they expected progress to look dramatic. In reality, progress usually looks boring. It's saying no to takeaway. Again. Reading another chapter. Again. Saving another 50 pounds. Again. Doing another workout. Again. The extraordinary life everyone wants is usually built through ordinary actions repeated for an extraordinary amount of time. The next time you feel like quitting, ask yourself something simple. Am I actually failing? Or am I just standing in the invisible phase? Because those are two very different things. One means you need a new strategy. The other means you need more patience. Knowing the difference can change your life. Remember the tree from the beginning? Imagine if it could speak. What do you think it would tell you? Probably something like this. Don't judge me by what you can see today. Judge me by whether I'm still growing. Your life works exactly the same way. Not every improvement is immediately visible. Not every reward arrives quickly. Some of the most important changes you'll ever make will happen long before anyone notices, including you. So don't quit just because the roots are still growing. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to How to Stick. Every week, we uncover the hidden psychology behind money, success, habits, confidence, and the everyday decisions that quietly shape your future. One simple story at a time.